Writing for academic publication requires a specific structural architecture. This scaffolding acts as the bridge necessary for raw research to reach an international audience. This text outlines 5 core language systems. Looking at the final entry, Discourse, we see that unlike grammar or vocabulary, which focus on individual words or rules, Discourse measures how complete sentences relate to one another to create broader meaning. Mastering this system requires researchers to move past intuitive, in-the-head knowledge and study the empirical, data-driven patterns of how language operates in the real world. Corpus-assisted discourse analysis, or CADA, provides that data. It functions like a linguistic microscope, merging the massive datasets of corpus linguistics with the encyclopedic depth of traditional discourse analysis. Figure 1.7 categorizes language into knowing systems and doing skills. Here, discourse is ranked as a foundational tier of linguistic knowledge. By tracking relationships between these systems and the doing skills, CADA maps exactly how writers perform. Researchers scan thousands of texts to isolate exact probabilities, word co-occurrences, and semantic preferences. Collocation analysis is the method used to map which words habitually appear next to each other. This generates an objective map of how professionals construct arguments in different social situations. By drawing these patterns from massive databases, discourse analysis becomes empirical and transparent. Linguists can test theories against actual publication evidence, rather than isolated, invented examples. Another method is genre analysis, which examines text structure based on professional goals. Frameworks like John Swale's identify the predictable rhetorical moves authors must use to introduce their research. This chart details a micro-level analysis of a short dialogue. In the bottom row, labeled discoursal, we can track how specific pronouns and articles create situational meaning by connecting back to the surrounding context. In academic articles, this micro-level regulation is strict. Informal features like second-person pronouns and contractions are prohibited, while writers are required to deploy extended noun phrases and precise discipline-specific vocabulary. Reviewing this logic, we see how a single pronoun like it relies on situational context to connect back to the original request. These micro-choices are the mechanisms authors use to ensure their core arguments are received exactly as intended by peer reviewers and journal editors. For novice researchers, identifying and replicating these move-step patterns is a required step to meet the expectations of international academic communities. This chart tracks the measurable impact of AI tools like ChatGPT on academic writing. AI intervention reduces total word counts by 18%, while simplifying complex phrasing in 88% of cases, significantly increasing precision. This diagram outlines the 5-step experiential learning cycle. While an AI serves as a highly efficient explainer, it lacks the capacity for the reflect and conclude steps shown at the bottom of the cycle. Producing a modern academic paper requires a specific synergy, utilizing AI to drive structural efficiency while relying on human oversight to ensure strict fidelity to the intended meaning. Successful publication requires mastering predictable structural moves, analyzing corpus-based data, and managing AI tools responsibly. This breakdown of academic writing systems is brought to you by the IELTS FOCUS. For targeted training in English proficiency, reach out at Zalo 0847 705 973.